I wasn't reading it. I was trying not to read it. I'm Basil Hangemanole, and let's try again. Enjoy the show. What's that sponsor line? Welcome to the Kline May Realty Showcase. I'm Basil Hangemanole. If you see a property today that interests you, give one of our offices a call. Also, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Enjoy the show.
Hey, thank you all for meeting me here today. It's so great to see you and to hopefully catch up since we survived the selling process of your house in the spring. Yeah. So can you tell me a little bit about what you did to your house from the time that you purchased it until we put it on the market?
We had it for about 5 years and did everything from putting a driveway in, tearing up the whole entire yard, planted new grass, did a roof, windows, a lot of drywall work, redid the floors, pretty much everything you could possibly think of.
From the ground up. Wow.
So.
And then what made you decide to sell that house?
The kids, especially this one. It is a great house and we loved the house, but it just wasn't enough room to spend the money to add on to a house built in 1949 when we could sell it, especially what you were able to sell it for, and put down for the house we want with more room, enough bedrooms for everyone. So it just made sense to sell it.
Yeah, our timeline for selling your house got kind of sped up a little bit from where we had originally thought we were gonna go.
Yes, so if you remember correctly, I was in my kitchen making dinner and I accidentally might have put my feelers out on Facebook to sell our house. And in an instant, I had to call you, realize I made a mistake. I should not have posted anything online.
Yeah, you called me and you're like, what did you do? I have people calling me from everywhere wanting your house. You and I stayed up until about midnight, talking on the phone, answering your questions, and then you sent me documents all night long, signed those, got up for work the next morning.
So a 4-month process. Got
4 days.
Got thrown into 4 days because of me.
You know, the best part, I moved very fast.
And you moved at his speed.
And then when I emailed you and you emailed me back in like 3 minutes, we already had a game plan for the next couple days when you was coming out.
Yep.
So I told her, I'm like, well, I finally found somebody that works at my speed.
I've had practice. I kept up with you when you were 10.
Right.
It was awesome that not only have I been able to help you sell your house, but the best thing is the connection we have as your 5th grade teacher way back when. And to me, that is very special. And I feel like through you, my life has definitely kind of come full circle because I love being a teacher and I love being a real estate agent. And it was really fun to sit down and really talk you through the process and kind of help you learn, navigate through all of the crazy.
It was definitely quite the experience.
One we'll never forget.
It was fast, but it was so smooth.
It just felt like family was coming in to help us in a situation when we really needed help. And because of the whole process, we were able to, build our dream home. So because of you, now we get our dream, whereas before, wasn't gonna happen.
Thank you, and I'm glad I can be part of that, and I can't wait to come see your house when it's finished.
We can't wait for it to be finished.
Any day.
Can't wait for Jace to give me a tour.
He's already called his bedroom.
Oh, good. Thank you all for coming to meet me, and thank you for being more than just clients. I do consider you family, and you'll forever be near and dear to my heart.
Whether you're looking to purchase or refinance a home, DuPont Community Credit Union has mortgage options to fit your life. With fixed and adjustable rate options that offer low down payments, DCCU's team of local mortgage advisors will advise you on the best mortgage option and guide you through the lending process, from pre-approval to making memories in your new home. Start your home buying journey today at mydccu.com. Home buyers beware. That's Virginia's motto. So do not buy someone else's problems. Never skip the home inspection. Even if you're buying as is or FYI, for your own protection, get a home inspection from Aztec Home Inspections. We provide home buyers with thorough and informative home inspections, radon testing, and mold testing. Get protected during your home buying process. Know before you buy. Schedule online at aztechomeInsp.com.
Hello, I'm Derek Flory of the Mountain Valley Homes team, and this is Katrina Muncie, Ian Bowles, Tiffany Shepard, and Vanessa Forday of Augusta Dog Adoptions. We're here today to donate this check for $2,000 to one of our local charities.
We are really thankful for this donation today from Mountain Valley Homes, Kline May Realty. This will help us provide extensive medical care for the over 160 dogs that we have saved just this year in 2022. We are a 501c3 all-volunteer rescue that takes in and adopts out dogs through the state of Virginia that may be otherwise facing uncertain futures due to overcrowding in shelters. We do not believe any dog should lose their life due to overcrowding. We're here today at Skipping Rock Brewery, who has kindly invited us to come and showcase some of our adoptable dogs. They're one great example of our tight-knit community that is very supportive. We have a network of volunteers that foster these dogs in their homes. We face pretty extensive medical expenses, so we are very thankful to receive donations like the one from Kline May Realty today. We survive completely on donations, and that's what makes our work possible. We also have a community grant. We have provided over 650 spay-neuter surgeries since we received the grant through Community Foundation, and anyone that needs assistance with that service can just contact us to set that up. So Augusta Dog Adoptions has no facility. We are completely volunteer. Our foster homes are all volunteers, and we're always looking for new fosters to expand the amount of animals that we're able to save each year. To receive more information, you can go to our website at augustadogadoptions.org and learn about volunteering and look at our selection of adoptable dogs. I'm Vanessa Forday with Augusta Dog Adoptions. Thank you again to Skipping Rock and to Kline May Realty. We could not do the work that we do without their support.
Hi, I'm Karl Waizecker, Principal Broker at Kline May Realty. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Q&A with Kline May. We're going to start out again with a new coffee. This one is from the Copper Moon Coffee Company, and this one is called Stargazer. That's very light. It's labeled a medium roast, but I would describe it as a light or very light roast. Just a very, very mild taste. Smooth, but very, very mild. Our question for today, we talked about a couple of months ago, but I wanted to bring it up again because it keeps recurring in the national headlines, and we keep getting asked about it here at the office, and that is, are we going to see a wave of foreclosures in 2023? The answer, in my opinion, is a resounding no. It's a dramatic headline. It's true that there were more foreclosures in 2022 than in 2021. But 2021 was the lowest year for foreclosures in at least the last 20. It may be more than that, but I just haven't seen data on that. So in relative terms, 2022 was still a historically low year when we're talking about the number of foreclosures. The conditions that were present in 2007 when we had the foreclosure crisis are very different than they are now. In 2007, we had super loose lending standards. We had a thing you may remember called subprime lending, which was a nice term for folks who, for whatever reason, probably wouldn't qualify for a conventional loan, but we're going to find a loan package for them. A lot of those folks ended up in adjustable rate loans that had an attractive rate to start, but then at a certain point in the future adjusted upwards, and as soon as that happened, those folks couldn't afford their mortgages anymore. This happened to literally millions of people whose homes went into foreclosure at a time when the market was well supplied, maybe even oversupplied, because new construction had been going at a furious pace through the middle 2000s. So all of that came together to create a tremendous amount of supply for the amount of buyers that were out there, and consequently, prices fell. That's not happening right now. Lending standards are much, much tighter. People who get mortgages, who have gotten mortgages since 2010, have been far more financially secure overall than prior to that point. Foreclosures have been low since that point. We are tremendously undersupplied right now, so even if something unforeseen were to happen and a wave of homes hit the market, it still wouldn't balance out the market. And for current homeowners, even if something unforeseen happened to them individually and they had trouble making their mortgage payments, most homeowners have seen very, very large gains in equity over the last several years. And so it wouldn't be a problem if they had to, worst case, to sell their home, and they'd be able to pay off their mortgage and have some money left over. So there's just nothing there in the real estate world that tells us that we're going to have a foreclosure crisis. If you'd like to take a quick peek on what's going on in the real estate market, click the link below. As always, it'll take you to a webpage showing you the newest listings, those in the last 2 weeks, to hit our market here in the Shenandoah Valley. If you've got a question for me or a coffee you'd like me to try, shoot me an email at questions@klinemay.com. Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you next time.
We all want to give our kids the best of everything, the best nutrition, the best education, and the best place to grow up. Even the air they breathe. Lennox strives to provide the best air quality for your family's home, free of indoor air pollutants.
At Landis Heating and Air Conditioning, they can install a Lennox customized comfort system in your home. Let Landis sweat the details so you can relax in comfort. Call my friends at Landis Heating and Air Conditioning today. Get up to $1,700 in rebates.
We always lived for the connection with people. It wasn't just about the food, it's about becoming friends with people. We can all celebrate together.
Good afternoon, Danetta. Thank you for taking time out of your day to talk about your restaurant, your journey along the way, and the community that we're in.
Thank you, Keenan, for sitting down with me and having a little connection time that we can spend some time together.
Tell us a little bit about the food. Tell us about how you got started.
We started about 3 years ago at the farmers market in Broadway. Actually, we started with our body oils and the body butter. And everyone's like, what are you going to bring this week? Well, can we bring our grill? Well, yeah. And then it just started. What used to bless us when people who were trapped inside their houses were able to come out to the community market and meet people they would have never met while they're waiting for their chicken.
So tell us more about the items that you have on the menu.
We make everything from scratch. So that's why homemade is in our name. Everything we make, from the barbecue sauce, so I know exactly what ingredients are in there. So that way, if someone has allergies, there's no, well, let me get back to you, let me ask the manufacturer. We only use good quality. So there you go.
Yeah, I remember having conversations with the white. At some point in the conversation, it would go to, how can we bless the community?
Well, this was last year when Dwight was still with us. We wanted to do something to help the homeless. So I went and rented a van so I could bring them down here. Made a whole bunch of food. They ate till they were full. All the food that was left, we took up to the people that didn't come down. But they got haircuts, they got clothes, they got their souls fed. They sit out here and danced and just enjoyed themselves. And it blesses me to see the people who want to just help people.
Well, sometimes people want to help, they just don't know where to bring the help to. And so you've been an avenue for having a place where help can be brought.
I will say, besides my family, I've had friends that come help me in this restaurant when I need it. You know, there's been times that I've had to go to something. I've had my friends step up to the plate and can help me run this restaurant that I am comfortable to walk away from.
That's a precious thing about the Broadway Timberville community, is that people come together to help people. Well, Danetta, thank you for your time. Thank you for having us in here today. Thank you for sharing the stories, and thank you for sharing Town's Homemade Barbecue with Broadway, Virginia, and the surrounding communities.
Thank you for having us and supporting us.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I hope you all enjoyed the show. And I'd like to thank our sponsors. See y'all next week.